Hey everybody, Syntax here. Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles on the Patreon server. So it is Friday. Happy Friday to everybody out there first. What we're going to be working on today is I figured since it's the end of the week, maybe we'll start the progression side of the house. Maybe on Monday's episode, get a nice fresh week into what we can accomplish. So what I think we're going to do today is we're going to kind of showcase kind of where I'm currently at in the pack, at least on the server. So I know I was sad to depart from my nice base from my single player series, but playing on this server is something that is just, it's exciting, it's cool. As you can see, we got a full house tonight, so it's going to be cool. So I'm kind of first, let's start off with kind of showing what they've been working on kind of on the spawn area, or once you log into the server, what you kind of expect. So I've noticed here we got a nice, so this is kind of new, so we got like looks like a little bazaar and a cool little fountain. I like the touch. So the one thing that kind of caught my eye was over here in this corner over here. And I think everybody's going to get a lot, kind of like what they can design. And I kind of have an idea what I'm going to put down. But check this out. So this is some sort of nice, cool-looking lecture hall. I really like the touch of the how they use the cables to make kind of like a roped-off area here. So what do we teach in this lecture hall? It looks like we teach farming. So we got fertile soil at 11 a.m. We got lunch at 12. You know, I'm more of an earlier kind of lunch kind of guy. So maybe like, 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock, you know, I know I'm a little weird, but that's what time I usually like to eat lunch at work. So, but we got greenhouse glass at 2 p.m. and a guest speaker at 4. And I hope that's not me, because, you know, I do better, on this side of the lecture podium, like listening, because I was in college, I was like I was more of a C student. I really, if I wasn't paying attention, I was falling asleep or, not really paying attention in class. And, my grades reflected on that. But maybe one day, good old Syntax will come up here and maybe he'll give us some wise advice to the community, Yeah, let's not do that. So, okay. But I really like the way this looks. It's pretty cool. Nice little design. So kind of got the, reminds me of kind of a carnival, or maybe like a circus kind of tent. Very cool. So, okay. So what else we got around here? There is one area though that I'm really excited about. And if you know anything about me, I'm going to show you right here is there is a tavern on the server, and it's called the Reset Quest Book. I thought this actually was a way, maybe I can reset my quest book in here, and I walked in and I was like, oh crap, it's a bar. So that is really cool. So I like the look, good design. It's got all the good bar features that you need, a counter, some bar stools. Looks like we've got a fridge in the back. Well, we'll jump the fence. See what we got. We actually get in here. Oh, as you see, I don't have. I'm not the official barkeep of the of the server. So, but I like this cool little design. So I don't know quite who constructed this. Maybe that's something we could put. Who actually made this? Maybe there's a sign around here somewhere. I'm not seeing it, but I am a big fan of this. This looks really cool. So okay, and there is one other area I want to show off before we head to our base, and I think that's not it over here. There was a nice little pier. And there's been some additions to the pier. So if we check over here, look it out. So we got some more boats. Very cool. And I think there's even a customs. Okay. So if we were to travel to this world, we would have to, of course, hit the custom authority over there. But very cool looking boats right here. I like the design. Very cool. Can we get up here and take a look? I like it. We'll head to the top and get a nice little view of the entire spawn area. There we go. Very cool. So I like what they have done, what the community has done so far with this area. Very cool, and I'm very excited to kind of see what what my little contribution, how I'm going to contribute to this area over here. So okay, so let's head back real quick and let's check out what old Syntax has been working on. So gotta wait about 5 seconds. So okay, let's see what we got. Here we go. So here is if you remember from last episode, I claimed this island my home. It took a little bit of time to figure out how to actually claim chunks on this, as we're using a different type of claiming utility. We're not using FTP utilities. We're using a different mod for that. But I got everything kind of set up, so at least I can my area is kind of set up, and I'm not going to have creepers coming and blowing up everything. But okay, so here is home sweet hole. So as you can see, we're living inside of a cave right now. I've got quite a bit of storage set up, and as you know, typical Syntax fashion, I told you guys that I was going to keep things a little organized. Well, that has failed epically, as I've kind of got stuff kind of thrown all over the place. I kind of started to kind of keep things organized, but hey, check it out. So I've got quite a bit of material right now. So I've already got majestic ingot. I've got quite a bit of silver coins. I've got some iron ingots. I've got a lot of iron stuff that I need to smelt as well. And one thing that I did not know from my other playthrough was if I grab this iron ore right here, and I take I must have just not was paying attention, but if you use the squeezer right here, It's what I've been testing. It's not guaranteed 100% of the time, but if you stomp down the ore, here we go. We just do our best job of stomping it down. And there we go. See, it didn't do it this time. But let's see. Let's grab one more ore real quick. And that's kind of a sim fail right there for a second. But let's grab this iron ore. And let's see. Let's drop it down here real quick. Again, real quick. Stomp it down one more time. Maybe I gotta, Sen's gotta eat a little bit more. It's been after the holidays. I must have gained about 5 pounds from Thanksgiving. But there we go. And did we get 3? We got 3. So notice that it doubled our ore. So what I've noticed, it's not every time, but I don't know quite what the percentage is. I guess I could always look in JEI, but I did not know that from my other playthrough, and I just didn't use it. So there is a way where we can kind of double ore even early in the pack. So let's... Oh, and one more cool thing that I got is I found a humongous lignite deposit. I mean, I got at least 400 of this lignite, which was helping me real, at least at the beginning I didn't have to burn through coal or charcoal, as I can simply just use this, and it's basically a 1-for-1 kind of trade. So if let's grab another one real quick, and we'll just throw that in there, and let's throw up this iron. So, okay, so as you see, I've progressed a little bit far. We'll look at the quest log real quick, and tier 0, and as you can see, I've got pretty much all of tier 0 done, all the way except for the Botania and blood magic, because what we're going to do a little bit different, because I kind of want to do things a little bit different than what I did during my single player series. I focused more on I think I went to the kitchen workshop first. We're going to kind of maybe not necessarily dive into the workshop right away, but I want to get into mystical agriculture, because I know that's kind of what we were wrapping up on. So I'm going to get right into that, and we're going to start progressing in there, because there are some things in there going back and looking at it that I could have used, that could have been a lot more helpful, and I might have took the, the slow kind of long route. But one more thing is I have built a cool little mine shaft right here, and we'll go all the way down to the bottom. Let's check it out real quick. And one thing that I was like kind of worried at first, because I was like, I couldn't really find ore, but all I had to do was kind of keep going down, and I have this massive, check it out, prosperity ore, we'll take that. I got a massive mine system right here, and this guy I have been exploring around for quite a while, and it is completely full of stuff. So it actually worked out fairly well. And look, there's even a chicken down here, or that's a rooster. Look, and he's well fed too, so he's my little friend. He's gonna guard over here though. He's gonna keep this area kind of locked down for me, keep the creepers away. But this whole area, I mean, it runs very far. As you can see, there's tons of monsters everywhere, but it has been a good source of supply for me to kind of keep me going. But what we're kind of looking for now, I'm kind of at a holding point right now, is I need to find some more inferium. And I think oh, hello, gem miner. What do you want? You want an emerald for some lapis. Well, you're not going to get that, bud. So, but what I need is, here's some right here. I need some inferium ore. So if we can get a couple more of this stuff, would be ideal, because I want to get into, oh, hello. Well, that took care of that. But I want to get into mystical agriculture, and it's going to take some more, here we go, right here. It's going to take some inferium, and I think I've got 5, but let's go back to the base real quick. We got 27 seconds left to burn. So, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut right here. I'll come back, and I'll kind of show you where we're kind of working at, and I want to take a little tour of my soon-to-be base that I'm working on. So, okay, I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, we're back. So looking at my stock, I've got 42, so I'm going to do a little bit more mining, and I think I'll do a little bit of that in between episodes. As you can see, I got quite a bit. And another thing too, check it out. So some people be proud of me. Look, I actually made a scoop, and I actually scooped a couple bees, because I think I'm going to try my best to get into bees as soon as possible. So that's a big thing for me. I am so anti-bee when it comes to that. I hate them. So, but I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. Another cool thing is, as you can see, I've already got the basics of the ore, alloys, and smeltery, as we're getting into Tinker Tools, and I just need to smelt a couple tin and ore, and I'll progress a little bit in here. Like I said, we've done most of this stuff on my single player, so I kind of don't want to show off too much of that, because I want to kind of keep this just to it's not going to take me long, I don't think, to kind of get caught back up to where I was. Literally was 20 episodes it took me to get even to like this part right here, and I did this in about I don't know, about 4 or 5 hours on the server, maybe, if even that. But what I really want to show you guys is, check it out. So I've got the works of a base, And I've got an idea where everything's going to kind of go, but this is kind of the starting area. So I've got a platform right here, and let's go check it out real quick up top. And I've got the design kind of laid out. It's going to take up this whole mountain. I got to gut this mountain too, so there's a lot of terraforming that I got to do. And like I said, a lot of this stuff we'll do off camera, but what I do like is the view that you get from this. And I'm going to build a cool looking tower up here that's going to kind of extend where I'm going to go. I'm going to go get me another griffin friend, because you know I had a griffin friend on my playthrough. I'm going to grab another one, but check it out. So look at these views. So I got a nice little mountain over here. I've got yet another pirate ship over here, so it gives me that single player feel again. So I feel like this is, wow, I just love playing with shaders, man. Just check that out. That is so cool to look at. It's just, man, it just makes a big difference. Sometimes the shaders get a little bit wonky, but you know what, for me it makes a big difference, because I don't think I could ever go back and play without shaders again. But okay, so cool. So this whole island here is going to be transformed into base syntax. So okay, so pretty cool stuff. So let's see what else we can work on before we wrap this little episode up when we get to work next week on progression. So okay, so let's see. You know what I can do is I can show you guys else. So in tier 1, I've kind of been also working in the tier 1 quest line as well. I've got pretty much all this stuff done. I need to make a battery right now, which I think we have pretty much everything we need for the battery. We got copper. You know what we'll do is maybe let's craft this guy right now. Let's make a couple batteries real quick. Do we get 2 per? We get 1. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need 11 copper. How much copper did I end up finding? I did have a little bit of problem finding copper, and it looks like I got 18. Yeah, you know what? I think I can, Chris. You know what I'll do is, let's see. I will grind this stuff up using our the manual method of trying to double this ore, and then we'll come back and let's craft a couple batteries, and then we'll wrap the episode up for today, and we'll kind of get a game plan for next week. So okay, I will be back after I'm done doing my my daily workouts. Okay, see you guys. I say, hey, look, it didn't even double the ore right now. Hopefully I have a little bit of luck as going forward. Okay, be back in a sec. All right, man, do I miss my old base, but we'll get back there. We will get back there. I don't think it's too long. So, okay, so we need we'll just cook them both. And I even have another humongous lignite deposit that I can mine off of. I mean, it's a ton. So we're not going to have a problem with burning our coal at any point soon, which is nice. Let's grab that real quick. And syntax, you just failed. There we go. Okay, 1. And did we lose it? Oh, we might have just lost it. Oh, we got enough. Okay, it must have went in there. Okay. Whew. Man, it wouldn't be a video without syntax making a mistake or two. So, okay, so there we go. 10 ingots, and let's throw this guy on here real quick, just like that. And what tools did we need? We need a hammer, we need the pliers, and we need a driver. So we got hammer, pliers, we just need the driver, which I think I got all my tools are in here. Yep, there we go, driver right here. And let's just drop this guy right in here, right here. We should give us 1 battery. There we go. So I need to make 1 more, but what I think we'll do is I'll wrap the episode up right here, and when we come back, I'll finish out some of this stuff, and then I'm going to do a little bit more building up here on my platform up here. I'm going to kind of maybe design the back of it, and there is a cool little area on the bottom where I think I'm going to put a cool little ship down here. I think is kind of what I'm thinking, right over here. But it's going to be, a work in progress. But how exciting, cool. So you know what? I'm excited for next week. So make sure that you guys tune in and see what kind of crazy designs that I come up with on the Patreon server. So, okay, we'll see you on the next episode of Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. Take care, everybody.